Almost level 8. And I can wear my new uniform. Doesn't look like I need to sell stuff yet. Yeah, and this is pretty much the game for the first few hours. Maybe I'll separate out some of the garbage that I don't want. Stuff I'm gonna sell from what I need to save. Catapult ammo. I'm not sure I've ever really used the catapult before. I have some, but not much. Oh, I'm level 8. I can put on my armor now, which I should do since I'm dying. Also, as you level up, you get these skills. And I wish I could pick that up. But I don't want to have to walk the whole way back. You actually can pick it up if you spam the pickup key right before that pops up. But I just wasn't paying attention, so... yeah. And... maybe if I'm lucky I can go back and pick that up. Usually wool is pretty expensive just because you can use it to get the pajama card. Which actually, I think I might do. It's not always something that I go for because it's not really a specialist card. It's more of like a fun card to hang out with. Yeah, my friends used to hang out in our pajama cards. Mine was like plus 15 because sometimes they would have events, and they still might, where you could upgrade your pajama card for no materials except for the card itself. Except for a scroll you had to get from winning a raid. Alright, so now I'm gonna get a pet. And I'm actually gonna leave my old pet, and the way I did that is pushing F1 on my keyboard, and that makes it so my pet is not following me anymore. Oh, that was close. And if you want to have your pet follow you again, you can push F4. And what I usually like to do is I click to where I want my pet to go, then I hit F1, and then I click to wherever I want my player to move. And it's just like a quick and easy way to get my pet to... oh, I shouldn't have killed that, but it's not ready yet. That's just a quick and easy way to get my pet to move out of the way. And I actually use those keys a lot, which is why I don't like playing on a laptop, because it can be kind of difficult to hit those keys depending on the laptop. So I'm gonna leave my chicken here, even though it's level 5. I think the woolly, woolly is probably better overall. Might be a little faster. Not by much, but let's hope I don't die here from this stuff. Yeah, I think the woolly is probably a little better overall as a pet, so I'm not sure about that. You can, if you open up your character menu, you can actually look at the statistics and everything, and I just don't really care enough because I'm probably gonna replace it pretty soon anyway. I was thinking, I'm not sure, I'd like to buy a bushtail, but I don't know what kind. I probably need something cheap, like a few $100,000. Might be able to get something like a boxer or the one with the flamethrower that I can't remember the name of right now, but I think this might be a trap, but I'm gonna go here anyway. Yeah, it is. And sometimes even if I know this is a dead end, which I didn't really know, I kind of had a thought that it might be. I might still go there, and for one reason is my pet is leveling up. Another reason I'm leveling up, so it doesn't seem like a real waste. Might as well get the extra XP and the extra items, which I can sell later. I think these are worth a good bit, or they used to be. I think this is the correct way to go. I might just go this way. I think it might be down. I'm not sure. I haven't actually played through this game in a long time, so there's going to be a lot that I forget. And so, yeah, just bear with me. Trying to give out as many little tips as I can as possible. As little as I can as possible. As many as I can in the time that I'm playing. Just because I'm sure that there's going to be something that's going to be helpful to somebody at some point. I actually don't know which way is the right way here. Oh, there it is. I could go back, but still have over 3 minutes. Actually, it might have been about 3 minutes. Guess we gotta walk back. I'll organize my inventory a little bit. So this is gonna be... maybe I should separate them into sell to players and sell to NPC. These biscuits... maybe I'll save them. I usually put the Wing of Return and Amulet of Return and the this is called Bell of Sweet Home in the top 3 slots on the right side, just so, and you can put them on the left side too, but I like to put them at the top and then I just remember where they're at all times. Then I don't have to search through my entire inventory trying to find the that one thing. So this quest, it gives you a necklace, and then immediately you upgrade it to a necklace that you can't even use. So in this one, when you're producing the item, you actually have to go to your equipment slot and drag the item in, which is a little different. I'm not sure I've ever seen that in any other part of the game, but... Alright, now we got a necklace that we can't even use. Alright, and now we're gonna go talk about accessories. I think that's the same as what I have on. And since I'm here, probably gonna maybe sell my stuff. So another thing, I'm actually playing on channel 1, and I'll probably be playing on channel 1 for most of the series, unless I start getting people that are in my way or stealing all the monsters that I need or whatever. And in that case, I'll probably switch to another channel or just quit for the time and then come back later. And I forgot to sell my stuff. That happens. And I do have the delicious lunch. I think at one point you actually have to buy items from one of the stores and then bring them to Malcolm. Anyway, let's see what he has to say. As for skills, I'd like to actually try some new skills once I become a swordsman. I'm actually getting pretty close to that point already. I just need 10 more job levels and 5 more combat levels. So yeah, switch your job, you need to be level 15 and have a job level of 20. And sometimes what I would do is I would go down to, probably at this point, I would go down to the baby dander and just keep killing them until I got a lot closer. Or I would kill these, I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna follow the quests and see where that leads me. And then, that way, when everyone else plays through, if you're new to the game, you can follow along and see kind of, like, what my leveling strategies are and where I level up at. We'll kind of be closer. That's unfortunate. well, not that unfortunate. So in this time space, there's 2 keys there. One of the keys unlocks this long passageway around the whole TS time space that you have to follow and kill monsters along the way. And the other one is a really short path. There's only like 3 rooms, I think. And I think there's a key at the end, and you might get lucky at the end and not have to kill any enemies. But in this case, I have gone that short path before, and sometimes you don't get all of the items that are required. So we're actually in here collecting these red fruit for Malcolm, I believe. So yeah, we have to kill a lot of enemies anyway, so I'm fine with going the long path. And just wait for the green triangle to show up if you want to get a few extra points, which I don't know if I care that much about. I'm still not sure. Someone can let me know if getting extra points in the time space actually gets you more money. Still not sure on that. I've never really looked into it. I assume so, but I don't know for sure. Usually, if I have the opportunity to attack the green triangle enemy, I just go ahead and do it. But in some cases, and by some I mean a lot, I just don't care enough to go out of my way to look for the green enemy. Just seems like it's not worth it to take that extra time. So what we could actually do, it's probably not worth it yet. I was going to say maybe bet some of my items, like this level 7 sword. If I got like a rare level 4 or 5 or more, then that could have been pretty good. I can also look into, once I get a little more money, you can buy some pretty good items from the Nos Bazaar from other players, rare level 4 or 5 or more, or pretty cheap sometimes. And usually you only have to buy like 1 of those and then use it for 10 levels or more. But yeah, that's in the future. And we're getting more of those. Probably eat something. So in this case, what I can do is I could actually use my crossbow. And that's a good case. In case you want a ranged attack, like I was pretty low on health. Could do is, I guess a couple tips I could mention really quick. If you're nearby an enemy, you can push the spacebar to target them, and once they're targeted, you'll see it at the top of your screen. And then if you press spacebar again, it will walk up and attack them, or it'll just use your basic attack, which is in my case is the sword. So instead what I can do is I just put it on my hotbar. There might be a key for it already, but I just I target the enemy and then I press 1, which is what I have it set on the hotbar, and it just attacks them from range. It's helpful if you want to avoid getting hurt, save your potions and stuff, which in this case it gives you a bunch of snacks to start off with. So it's really not a big deal. And another thing you might have saw there is when I'm fighting, sometimes I will walk away from the enemy, and then with my pet staying there, and then the enemy will start to attack my pet, and then I can walk back in, and now my pet is taking all of the damage instead of me. And that's something I do a lot, actually. It's very helpful just so you don't have to take the extra damage. It's especially helpful against really strong enemies. when you have a better pet, at least.